Hello guys. Hope you all are doing well. So today, welcome to Cracku's first, live session on, OMETs, NMAT and SNAP. Uh, Welcome all of you. So today we will start with, arithmetic, and it will be NMAT plus SNAP. Right. So let's start. Okay. Firstly, uh, before starting, I will tell about this OMET daily targets. Provided by Cracku. So guys, please, whoever is targeting exams like NMAT, SNAP, or whatever OMETs you are targeting, so please go and solve these daily targets, right? Quite similar to CAT daily targets only. Okay, let's start. So basically today's lecture is about arithmetic, right? And arithmetic we will cover in two parts. Part 1 and part 2. So part 1 is today, and in part 1 today we'll study percentage, ratio and proportion, mixtures, average. So the basic idea of today's session is to give you guys a basic concept, and secondly to solve questions, to solve OMET level questions. And today's session will be in more than 3 hours. So yeah, let's start. So first in arithmetic is percentage. Okay, now percentage, if you see, what is the meaning of percentage? Percentage means, so it can be broken down into two words. One is per and one other is cent, right? Cent is what? 100, right? The meaning of cent, century. Century means what? 100 runs, or 100 years. So cent means 100. So percentage means per 100. In terms of 100, what is the value, right? Out of 100, what is the value? That is what we call as percentage. Now, for example, I have to find out the value of, find what percentage of 75 is of 200. Find what percentage 75 is of 200. Now, in 200, the value is 75. And we have studied what is the meaning of percentage. Percentage means out of 100. So, in 200, if it is 75, then out of 100, it will be 75 by 2. How are we arriving at this? We will divide both sides by 2, right? So out of 200 it was 75. So out of 100 is what? 200 by 2. So it will be 75 by 2, which is 37.5. So out of 100 the value is 37.5. So what will be the percentage value? Percentage value will be 37.5%. Okay, so this is the basic idea of percentage. You can see a lot of real life application, like discount percentage. Recently there was this Amazon provided a lot of discount on phones and all, right? A lot of you guys might have bought iPhones and all on heavy discount percentage. So percentage is very normal term, right? In real life we use a lot since school, percentage marks, right? So it is very normal, and that is the basic idea of percentage. Means out of 100, what is the value? That is what we call as percentage. Okay, now let's study two things. In the meantime, let me see some doubts. Kindly tell me about some college. Yeah, so NMAT is basically, you can target the college NMIMS, and for SNAP it is SIBM, right? And NMIMS has its branch, like Bombay branch is the main, and similarly SIBM, the main branches are in Pune. How many hours? This session will be of more than 3 hours, right? So now, so there are two things. One is fraction to percentages and another is percentages to fraction. Now fraction to percentages. Let's say the fraction be 7/20. Now how to convert a fraction into percentage? The basic idea to convert a fraction into percentage is basically to multiply the fraction by 100%. So if the fraction is 7/20, so 7/20 if I multiply it by 100, I will get what? I will get 7 5s are 35%. So 7/20 in fraction is 35%. And this is how we have converted fraction to percentage, right? Second thing is percentage to fraction. Let's say the percentage be 60%. Now when we'll convert a percentage to fraction, the basic idea is to divide the percentage by 100. So 60%, 60 has to be divided by 100. So 60 upon 100, if we are cancelling by 20, it will be 3 and 5. So 3/5 will be the fraction, right? So 60% means 3/5 fraction, right? So this is the idea about fraction to percentages and percentages to fraction. Fraction to percentages multiply by 100, percentages to fraction divide by 100. Excellent. Right, this is the basic idea. Now comes percentage increase or decrease and value after percentage increase or decrease. Now again a very common thing. So percentage increase or decrease. Now suppose what happens, suppose in an examination, out of 100 marks you have scored 80 marks, right? But suppose, let's say, due to some error in checking, right, in checking, while checking the paper, some error happened, and because of which the marks, the actual marks that you have got, the actual marks is more, right? 80 marks is not the your marks. If the checking would have been done proper, let's say the marks would have been 90 marks. So from 80 marks to 90 marks, there is a jump, right? Or I can say, the opposite case can also happen. Say it was 80 marks here, but let's say after again, rechecking the paper, let's say the marks become 70 marks. So you can see 80 to 70, there is a decrease of 10. 80 to 90, there is an increase of 10, right? So what will be percentage increase? Percentage increase or decrease means increase or decrease value upon original value into 100%, right? Now in the first case, where 80 to 90 happened, so what is the increase in value? Increase in value is 10 marks. And what is the original value? Original value is 80 marks. So 1/8. Now 1/8 is basically 0.125. 0.125 into 100 will be 12.5%. So it is 12.5% increase. In the second case, what is happening? Marks was 80, but it became 70. So here it is a case of decrease, right? Decrease by minus 10. So what will be the percentage decrease? Decrease value 10 divided by original value 80 into 100%. So which is again 12.5%, but this time it is decrease, right? So the basic idea of percentage increase and decrease is what? It is basically increase or decrease in value divided by the original value, right? That is what the basic funda of percentage increase or decrease. Now what is the value after percentage increase or decrease? Value after percentage increase or decrease. Now one thing we have seen is that, let's say percentage increase. Now in percentage increase, what is happening, guys? In percentage increase, the final value is more than the initial value, right? In percentage increase, the final value is more than the initial value. Okay. So what is percentage increase? Percentage increase is increase upon initial value into 100. Now increase is final value minus initial value upon initial value into 100. This is percentage increase. So from here I can see that final value minus initial value. Final value minus initial value. Let me bring initial value here. Initial value into percentage increase upon 100. So final value is initial value plus initial value into percentage increase upon 100. So initial value we can take common, it will be 1 plus percentage increase upon 100. So this is, I mean, we can say a relation that the final value is 1 plus percentage increase upon 100. Basically this 1 plus percentage increase upon 100, this we call as multiplying factor, MF. What does this mean? This means, suppose, let's say initial value was 100. There is a percentage increase of 10%. So applying this formula, what we can write, FV, final value equals to initial value 1 plus percentage increase by 100. So it is 100 into 1 plus 10 by 100, which is 1.1, which is 110. So basically in this case, the multiplying factor is 1.1, right? So this is the case. Okay. Now, and similarly, if it was for percentage decrease, for percentage decrease, what would have been the scene? The scene would have been FB equals to initial value into 1 minus percentage decrease upon 100, right? So again, if the initial value was 100, it became 10 percentage decrease. So the final value would be your final value 100 into 1 minus percentage decrease 10 by 100. 100 into 1 minus 0.1. So 100 into 0.9, which is 90. So in this case, the multiplying factor is 0.9. Okay. So guys, we are up with a question. Please do give a try to this question. Thumbnail looks aesthetic. Oh my god. Thank you guys. Thanks a lot. Are you NITian? How do you know whether I am from NIT or IIT or I am an engineer, non-engineer? But thanks. If the thumbnail is looking aesthetic, credit goes to Cracku, I mean video team. Guys, you can post your answers on the chat, right? I mean, you know, YouTube chat, you can post. So that I can see, I mean, whether it is going good or not. I mean, okay. So mean, I can't see. Some of you guys are telling 72 is the answer. Option B. Yeah, Devesh has got it right. Devesh is telling option E. This is right. Option E would have been the answer. Okay, guys, let's solve this question. Okay. So, in 2010, the number of bears in the zoo was increased by 35%. So what happened in 2010? 2010 number of bears got increased by 35%. Okay. And the next year, so next year would be 2011, the value got decreased by 16.67%. Okay. Okay. Now the number of bears in the zoo. So after this increase and decrease, the number of bears is 405. I need to find out 20% of the number of bears in zoo in 2 years ago. Means what was the initial value, right? I mean, during the starting of 2010, what is the value? So let us say, let's take the number of bears two years ago to be X, right? Now what is happening? In 2010, 35% is getting increased. Now if 2010, 35% is being increased. Now we know what will be the final value then? Final value will be initial value X into 1 plus percentage increase upon 100, right? This will be the final value. Now, in 2011, what is happening? 2011, 16.67% is decreased. So after this 2011, after this decrease, what will the final value? Final value in case of percentage decrease, it is what? Initial value into 1 minus the decrease percentage. But in this case, what will be the initial value? Initial value will be this, right? Value at the end of 2010. That will be the value at the beginning of 2011. So it is X into 1 plus 35 by 100. 16.67%. Now guys, 16.67% is nothing but, what is 16.67? 16.67 is 50 by 3, right? So I can take this as 50 by 3 divided by 100, right? This percentage. So that's why by 100. So X into 1 plus 35 by 100, 1 minus 50 by 3 into 100. This is what we are having, and this value is given as 405, right? So we are getting an equation in X. Let's solve it. So 100 plus 35, which is 135, divided by 100, multiplied by, here it is 50, here it is 300. So it will be 1 by 6. So it is 1 minus 1 by 6 equals to 405. Or X into 135 by 100 equals to 5 by 6 into 405. So X will be what? X will be 405 into 6 into 100 divided by 5 into 135. Now 135 we can cancel by 5. 520 is 100, 527 is 135. 6 and 27 we can cancel by 3. 3 2s are 6, 3 9s are 27. 5 and 20 we can cancel, right? 4 5s are 20, and 405 and 9, it will be 45. So basically, what is the value of X? Value of X is 45 into 2, 90. 90 into 4 is 360. So we have got the number of bears in the zoo 2 years ago, that is 360. But we need to find out what 20%. So 20% of 360. 20% of 360 is what, guys? It is 20 and 100, we can consider 5 and 360, it will be 72. So correct answer is 72. Option E is the right answer, right? There is no other option matching. So option E is the correct answer, which is 72. 360 is the number of, bears in the zoo 2 years ago. 20% of 360 is 72. Right? Option E, none of those is the right answer. Yeah, 72. A lot of you guys have got it right. Great, guys. Let's move to the next question. Anyone is having any doubts, then please post. Otherwise, we can move to the next question. All good? Okay, let's move to the next question. Okay, one person is asking how many DLR sets should I try to do every day from now on? I have a doubt. Is it almost guaranteed that 2 out of 5 sets will be table, charts, arrangement, puzzles? See, there is nothing known as, guaranteed thing. 2 out of 5 sets. See, first of all, you don't know whether it will be 5 set or 4 set, right? Anything can happen. Right, and regarding this, I would say, keep on practicing, different type of sets, right? That is what I can say, right? Get yourself, get your brain, adapted to, different kind of sets, right? Whether it be arrangement, jo bhi hai, tables, matrix, whatever you can have, please solve. Why can't we take 35% as 7 by 20 and 16.67 as 1 by 6? Yeah, you can take. It's fine. For example, if you remember, I wrote 135 by 100. Now 135 by 100 is what? 27 by 20. And 27 by 20 is what? 1 plus, 7 by 20, right? If you remember, 1 plus 7 by 20. So you can write. Absolutely fine. Okay, guys, solve this question. Getting low marks in mocks, feeling demotivated. What to do? One thing I can say is that don't take mock scores, too much, seriously. That you are getting demotivated and all. It's fine if some bad mocks can be there, and try to analyze the mock. That's all I can say. For example, if you're scoring low, what is the reason of scoring low? Is it lack of focus, lack of stamina, lack of clarity in concepts, right? So focus on those aspects. Okay, so some of you guys have told D is the answer. Fine. So yeah, option D. I think this question, option D was only the answer. Let me solve it. Okay. See, guys, the population of a city increases by 10% at the beginning of every year. Okay. The population was 1 lakh at the end of 2014. Okay. So end of 2014, it was around 1 lakh. Okay. In the middle of 2016, okay, epidemic broke and wiped out 20% of the population. What is the population by the end of 2017? Okay. Now it is given at the beginning of every year increases by 10%, which means starting of 2015, the next year, starting of 2015, the population would be 1 lakh and 10% increase. And 10% increase means what, guys? This means the multiplying factor would be 1 plus 10 by 100. So it is 1.1. Right? Then starting of 2016. Again the same scenario, multiplying factor would be 1.1 into 1.1, right? Now in the middle, what happened? Epidemic broke out which wiped out 20% of the population. So middle of 2016, it is 1 lakh into 1.1 into 1.1. So it wiped out 20%, which means now the multiplying factor would be 1 minus 20 by 100. So it is 1 lakh into 1.1 into 1.1 into 0.8, right? 1 minus 20 by 100 is 0.8. So this is middle of 2016. Now again, starting of 2017, what will be the population? It will be 1 lakh into 1.1 into 1.1 into 0.8. This whole thing will be multiplied again by 1.1, right? Because at the beginning of each year, 10% increase. So at the end of 2017, right? I mean, in between, 2017, nothing is happening, right? So the population would remain this only. So it is basically 1 lakh into 1.1 is coming 3 times. So 1.1 cube into 0.8. So 1 lakh into 1.331 into 0.8. So this is 1331 into 80. And 1331 into 80, we can use a calculator. It is 1,06,480, and the correct answer is option D, 1,06,480, right? Any doubt, guys? Please do tell. Okay. Any doubt, guys? Please tell, or we can move. Okay, I think it is fine only. Okay, let's move to the next question. Okay, will this type of questions will come for SNAP, sir? Like, time efficiency is normally less. See, this is a SNAP plus, NMAT. This we are covering, whole omits, right? In SNAP, questions are, pretty easy, I feel. Yeah, so it might be the case that questions on, easier than this can come, right? It might be the case. How many questions as sets daily should I try to do? So, see, try to do, as many problems and sets you can have, right? You can use the, Cracku daily targets and all. See, there is no, fixed number, right? If you do these many questions in the last 48 days, you will get, this much score. It is more about, see, in the last 48 days, what I will suggest is that focus on your strength, right? Because in the last 45 days, nothing is going to change, right? Whatever you are strong at, let's say Quant, LRD, VRC, focus on that. Try to, push your score in that section. And in the remaining 2 sections, try to find your weakness. If you can work on, it's fine. Otherwise, that is also good, right? That is what I can say. Okay, so let's see this question. Initially a number was 560. So initially a number is 560. First is it is increased by 14.28% and y percentage respectively, and then decreased by y minus 5% and got 624. Find out the value of y. Okay, so number is 560. Increase by 14.28%. What does this means? Now guys, 14.28% means the fraction is 1 by 7, right? This is the meaning of 14.28%. So if it is increased by 14.28%, means it is 560 into 1 plus 1 by 7, right? Percentage increase. So I mean multiplying factor would be 1 plus 1 by 7. This multiplied by y percentage, 1 plus y by 100. And then it is decreased by y minus 5%, means 1 minus y minus 5 by 100, right? And this is being given as 624, right? This value is given as 624. So I can say 560 into 8 by 7 into 1 plus y by 100, 1 minus y minus 5 by 100, 624. This I can cancel. So it is 640, 1 plus y by 100. So this is 100. So 100 minus y plus 5 equals to 624. 640. Okay. So we are having 100 plus y upon 100. This is okay. One thing we can do is that let's use this y by 100. I mean, what I'm trying to say is this one. Yeah. 640 into 1 plus y by 100. Let's say the 100 plus 5 is 105. So this I can write as 105 by 100 minus y by 100, right? Now 105 by 100 is what? It is 21 upon 20. So we can see, guys, the equation is 640 into 1 plus y by 100, 21 by 20 minus y by 100. This is 624. Okay. Now we have been told to find out the value of y. So I can assume that y by 100, this value be x, let's say. So I can write 640 into 1 plus x, 21 by 20 minus x. This is 624. Or 1 plus x, 21 minus 20x by 20, 624 minus 640. This I can cancel. This is 32. Now 624 by 32 I can cancel by 4, or I can cancel by 8 only, I think. 8 4s are 32, 8 7s are 56. Yeah, this is 78. Then again I can cancel by 2, it is 39 by 2. So basically the equation is 1 plus x, 21 minus 20x equals to 39 by 2. So 2 I can get into this side. So 2 into 1 plus x is 2 plus 2x. 21 minus 20x is 39. Or 2 21s is 42. 42 minus 40x plus 42x minus 40x square. This is 39. 42 minus 40x plus 42x minus 40x will be 39. Or minus 40x square plus 42x minus 40x, it is plus 2x. 42 minus 13, it is 3. Or 40x square minus 2x minus 3 equal to 0. Or I can write 40x square minus 12x. I mean, now we will do middle term factorization. 43 is 120. I have to get the difference as 2. So only case is this 12 into 10. 12 into 10, product is 120 and difference is 2. Minus 12x plus 10x minus 3 equal to 0, or 10x minus 3 plus 1, 10x minus 3 equal to 0. So 10x minus 3, 4x plus 1 equal to 0, or x equal to 10 by 3, 3 by 10. Now if x equal to 3 by 10, which means y by 100 is 3 by 10, right? Because x is what? Y by 100. Oh, shit. Yeah. So y by 100 is 3 by 10. So the value of y will be what? 3 by 10 into 100, which is 30. So the value of y is 30. Option D is the right answer. I hope guys is okay. Let me see the chat once. Okay, 30. Okay. Any doubt, guys? Please tell, or we can move to the next question. Okay, let's move to the next question. Try to solve this question, guys. Yeah, there can be tricks. See, longest ever method, I mean, what I am trying to do is that I am trying to make you guys understand the topic from the, I mean, very basic, right? That is what I am aiming to do. I mean, this is not, you know, something like ki, I mean, kya bolte usko? I mean, marathon kind of thing. Ki, I mean, using any tricks and all, I will show. So my idea is to, you know, teach from the very basic, so that you guys, I mean, understand the very basic concept. That is a thing. These are question are from NMAT or SNAP, so it is mixed, right? It is not like ki, I mean, NMAT SNAP, I mean, it's mixed. Okay. Okay, some of you, or Devesh is telling option D is the answer. Okay. Okay, Vedant, we will mention. Apologies, I mean, this time I have not mentioned, I mean, after the question for which exam what is, so I will try to mention it from, I mean, the next class. Okay, guys, let's solve this question. Shit, yeah. So certain amount is divided among P, Q and R such that the amount obtained by Q is 11.11% less than the amount obtained by P. The amount obtained by P is 14.28% more than the amount obtained by R. Okay. If the total amount divided among them is rupees 1194, then what is the amount obtained by R? So P, Q and R. So amount obtained by Q is 11.11% less than the amount obtained by P, right? Now what is 11.11%? It is 1 by 9, I mean decrease, right? So the amount obtained by Q will be what? 1 minus 1 by 9 into P. So Q is 8 by 9 times P, right? And amount obtained by P is 14.28% more than the amount obtained by R. So amount obtained by P is what? Now what is 14.28%? It is 1 by 7 increase. So it is 1 plus 1 by 7 since it is mode, amount obtained by R. So P equals to 8 by 7 R, right? Total amount divided among them is rupees 1194. So basically I can say P plus Q plus R is 1194. What is P? P is 8 by 7 R. What is Q? Q is 8 by 9 terms of P, and P is again 8 by 7 R plus R equals to 1194. Yeah. So 8 by 7 R plus 63, 64 R plus R equals to 1194. 63 I can take as LCM, so this would be 72R plus 64R plus 63R equals to 1194. Now 72 plus 64 plus 63. So it is 199. So 199R upon 63 equals to 1194, or R equals to 1194 into 63 upon 199. So 1194 into 63 upon 199. So it is 378. So the value of R is 378. So option D is the correct answer, 378. Okay guys, any doubts, or we can move to the next topic? I mean, this was the last question of percentages. Or we can move also. Okay, let's move to the next topic. Okay, before that, so guys, Cracku has launched NMAT adaptive mock test, right, for NMAT exam, right? So again, humble request to you guys to see, there is a free mock test also, so you can see the quality of our mocks by taking this free mock test. And if you do like, then yeah, just take all the mock test. That's it. Chalo, let's move to the next part. So next part is ratios. Now what is ratio? Now ratios is quite related to percentage. Percentage, fraction, ratio, these are quite relatable terms. Now let's see. A ratio can be represented as a fraction A by B or A is to B. So the fraction A by B, this we tell as A is to B ratio, right? And A is called what? A is called the antecedent. So A is to B ratio means A by B fraction. So this top part is called antecedent, and this bottom part is called consequent, right? Top part is antecedent, bottom part is consequent, right? This is the general idea. Let's say if the ratio is 4:7, right? Means what? 4 by 7. So 4 is antecedent, 7 is consequent, right? Then comes 8:3. 8 by 3. 8 is antecedent, 3 is consequent, right? Okay, let's move to the next slide. So now comes the properties of ratio. Now some properties of ratio, let's discuss. A ratio remains the same if both antecedent and consequent are multiplied or divided by the same non-zero number, right? So if the ratio is A by B, So if it is multiplied and divided by the same non-zero number, let's say a and b, we are multiplying by x, the ratio will remain a by b, right? There is no change. Similarly, if you are dividing by x, or here we have divided by p, a by p or b by p, again the ratio will remain a by b, right? There won't be any change, and provided x and p are non-zero, right? That is very much important. Second property is that two ratios in fraction notation can be compared in the same way that actual numbers can be. Okay, so a by b equals to p by q. Let's say this is the case. So what this property is telling, this can be compared in the same way that actual numbers can be. Means say, it's, let's say 4 equals to 4, right? In that manner, if two numbers are equal. So what I can write is that this a by b means a is divided by p. Here it is p divided by q. So I can shift this q this side. So it will become a multiplied by q. And I can shift this b this side. It will be b multiplied by p. Right? And this is for equal sign. Same logic will hold true for greater than sign and lesser than sign. Means a by b greater than p by q. We are assuming b, q are positive. So again I can shift q here, b this side. So it is aq greater than bp. Similarly, the last case, a by p less than p by q. Again b and q are positive. Q I can shift this side, b I can shift that side. So aq less than bp. Right? This is the case. Now proportions. When four terms a, b, c and d are considered to be proportionate, then a is to b equals to c is to d. So four terms a, b and c, a, b, c and d are considered to be proportionate. So this means if a is to b equals to c is to d, means ratio a by b is equal to ratio c by d. So from here I can tell that a, b, c, d are in proportion. Remember guys, this a and d, these are called extremes. This b and c, these are called means. Now if a by b equal to c by d, so I can write a into d equal to b into c. So here I can write b and c are means, so product of means, and a and d are extremes, so product of extremes. So I can say product of extremes equal to product of means. Okay, and when three terms a, b, c are considered to be proportionate, means a by b equals to b by c. So three terms are in proportion. So from here I can see ac equals to b square. Right? A into c equal to b square. AC equal to b square. This is nothing but, guys, if you remember, this is a geometric progression. Right? B square equal to AC. I can tell b as the geometric mean of a and c. And this proportion is given a specialized term. It is known as continued proportion. It is known as continued proportion. Okay. Let's move to the next topic. Operations on ratio. So operations on ratio, the operations are alternando, invertendo, componendo and dividendo. So alternando. So basically what the operation means, say a by b equals to c by d. Let's say this is the ratio given. Alternando means I can alternate these terms. Means this I can write as d by b equals to, this will go here and this will come here, c by a, right? Or I can do like this, ki a by c equals to b by d, right? So we are alternating these positions, this swapped by this or this swapped by this, right? This is alternando. Next comes what? Next comes invertendo. Invertendo, A by B equal to C by D. So invertendo would be what? We will just inverse, take inverse. So A by B inverse will be B by A, C by D inverse will be D by C. So B by A equals to D by C, that is invertendo, right? Then comes componendo. Now A by B equal to C by D. Componendo means what? Adding 1 to both sides. So A by B plus 1 equals to C by D plus 1, or A plus B by B equals to C plus D by D. This is what we mean by componendo. And similarly, just the opposite is dividendo. Dividendo means we will subtract 1 from both sides. So A by B minus 1 equals to C by D minus 1, or A minus B by B equals to C minus D by D. So let's say this is equation 1, this is equation 2. If we guys divide equation 1 by 2, then what we can say is that A plus B by B equals to C plus D by D divided by A minus B by B divided by C minus D by D. So A plus B by A minus B equal to C plus D by C minus D. And this is known as componendo dividendo. Means if any ratio is in the form A by B equal to C by D, so in componendo dividendo format, it will be A plus B by A minus B equal to C plus D by C minus D. Right? This is the basic idea. Let's move to the next part. Okay. So we are up with a question. Do give a shot, guys, to this. Let me read the chat. I did not understood after the P plus Q plus R value you have written after that. Next step, please. See, P plus Q plus R is 1194. It was given in that question. Now P is, written in terms of R. Q can be written in terms of R, and there is R. So when 3 terms will be added, so we'll basically get an equation on R, and that we have to solve, right? That is a basic idea. This is, you can tell SNAP level question, right? This is a very easy question, to be honest. This is your SNAP level question. Okay, guys, let's solve this question. So it is given here, how much part of a day is 45 minutes? So a day means what? 24 hours, right, guys? 1 hour means what? 1 hour means 60 minutes. So what would be 24 hours? 24 hours would mean 24 into 60 minutes, which is 1440 minutes. So I have to tell how much part of a day is 45 minutes. So what will be the part? The part will be basically out of 1440. I have to deal with 45 minutes, right? So it is basically 45 by 1440. Now if you see 1440, I can write this as 1440. If I divide by 45, it is it is 32. So this I can write 45 into 32. This I can cancel. So what is the part? The part is 1 by 32. Option C is the correct answer. Right, guys? Let's see the next question. Is SNAP and OMATs easier than CAT? Yeah, SNAP and OMATs are quite, easier side than CAT. It is given rupees 73689 are divided into A and B in the ratio 4:7. We need to find the difference between thrice the share of A and twice the share of B. Right? 73689 divided between A and B in ratio 4:7. Right? Which means the share of A, I can tell the share will be 4 by 4 plus 7 into 73689. This would be 4 by 11 into 73689. Right? Share of A and B is in the ratio 4:7. So the total share will be what? 11. Out of 11 parts, 4 part A has got. So share of A is 4 by 11 into 73689. Similarly, share of B will be what? Out of 11 part, 7 part B has got. So it's 7 by 11 into 73689. We need to find the difference between thrice of A and twice the share of B. So thrice of A, the difference, right? Thrice of A will be 3 fours are 12. 12 by 11 into 73689. 2 sevens are 14. 14 by 11 into 73689. So basically, if I take 1 by 11 into 73689 as common, it is 12 minus 14. It is 1 by 11 into 73689. 12 minus 14 is 2, right? So basically it will be 73689 divided by 11. This will be multiplied by 2. So the answer is rupees 13398. So the correct answer is option C, rupees 13398. Right, guys? Let me see the chat. Sir, like you said, A by B greater than C by D, all are positive. If negative, okay. Now, suppose A by B greater than C by D. Let's take an example. Let's take minus 2 by 4 minus half. Now, minus half will be greater than, say, minus 1. Right? If this is the case, right? We know minus half is greater than minus 1. So, what we will do is, now if we shift B here, now B is having, this I can write as 2 by minus 4 greater than minus 1. So when I will move negative sign to this side of the inequality, the sign of inequality will change. This greater than will become less than, and it will be minus 1 into minus 4. Means 2 less than 4, right? Which we know. So when negative signs will be there, then just the sign of inequality will change. That is a case. Okay, let's move to the next question. Again, a SNAP exam level question, right? Please give a shot, guys. So it is given in a map, the area of Tamil Nadu is measured to be 20 centimeters square. The actual area of that state is 8,000 kilometers square. What is the scale of the map? Now we know scale of the map. So scale of the map is basically scale of map means basically length on map upon the actual length. This is how we define scale of the map. Now we know, guys, area. Here it is given what? Area is given. In map, area of Tamil Nadu is what? 20 centimeters square. And actual area is what? 8,000 kilometers square. So if we take the ratio of area, so it is 20 centimeters square upon 8,000 kilometers square. Now we know, guys, 1 kilometer equals to 1000 meter, 1 meter equals to 100 centimeter. So I can write 1 kilometer as 1000 into 100 centimeter, which is 10 to the power 5 centimeter. So area ratio is 20, 8,000 into 10 to the power 5 centimeter. Now here it is given kilometer square, means kilometer into kilometer. 1 kilometer is 10 to the power 5 centimeters. So it is 10 to the power 5 into 10 to the power 5. Right? This I can cancel. 1 400. So it is 1 by 400 into 10 to the power 10. Or I can write 1 by 4 into 10 to the power 12. This is area ratio. 1 by 4 into 10 to the power 12. Now it is given, we know that the scale is length ratio. Now guys, area, if you remember, area is what? Area is, suppose if it's a square, area is length square. Means area is basically a 2D term, right? And length is a 1D term. The relation is basically area where is proportional to the square of length, right? Whether it be, say, for example, a circle. Here r is the radius, area is pi r square. So square of that term, right? Square, L is the length, area is L square, right? So area ratio is 1 by 4 into 10 to the power 12. Now area varies in square of the length. So I can tell that length ratio, the square will be also be equal to 1 by 4 into 10 to the power 12. Since area ratio is length ratio whole square. Or I can tell length ratio will be, I can take a root 1 by 4 into 10 to the power 12, which is 1 by 2 into 10 to the power 6, right? So the correct answer is, there will be 6 zeros, right? Correct answer will be like, it is 1 by 2 and then it will be 6 0, 1 2 3 4 5 6. This is the length ratio. So 1 2 3 4 5 6. Option B is the correct answer. Okay guys, any doubts, please tell, or we can move to the next question. Okay, let's move to the next question. So this is basically a percentage plus ratio, right? A mixed question, percentage and ratio together. Okay, some of you guys are telling D is the answer. Some of you are telling B is the answer. Okay. So guys, let's solve this question. Okay. Ratio of salaries of A is to B is 4:7. So A by B, salary is 4:7. So I can take A salary as 4x, B salary as 7x, where x is the common variable. Salary of A is increased by 50%. Now salary of A, so it is increased by 50%, right? Which means after this increase, what will be the new salary of A? New salary of A will be this 4x into 1 plus this 50 by 100, right? Increase by 50%. So it is 4x into 1.5, which is 6x. This is the new salary of X, I mean A. And B's salary is decreased by 25%. So B's salary, it is basically 7x. And it is decreased by 25%, right? So what is B's salary? B's salary will be 7x into 1 minus 25 by 100. 7x into 1 minus 1 by 4. 7x into 3 by 4, which is 21x by 4. So B salary is 21x by 4. A salary is 6x. So ratio of A and B's salary is 6x upon 21x by 4, which is 6x into 4 by 21x. X I can cancel. 6 4s are 24 by 21. I can cancel by 3. 8 by 7. So correct answer is 8 by 7. Ratio of A's and B's salary is 8 by 7. So option B is the right answer. 8:7. Can I take this test? Test? Which test? I am not sure, guys. Which test are you telling? Okay. Any doubt, guys? You can ask in the chat, or we can move to the next topic. Okay, how to find central idea of the passage? From which exam? This is SNAP. How to find central idea of the passage? So central idea of the passage is always there in, in the first paragraph. Usually in most of the passage, you will find central idea in the first paragraph, and try to find, arguments. Argument in the sense, what is an argument? Argument is something which the author is telling. Author is giving his opinion, right? Author is stating that I want this, right? Some opinion he is giving, and the arguments are related to negation words. Negation words like but, however, instead, right? But this, however, this can happen. So that is where is author's argument, right? So in the first paragraph, try to find the author's argument. You will get the central idea of the passage. Okay, let's move to the next question. Okay, before that, so SNAP mock test again, similar to NMAT mock test. We are having SNAP mock test, right? So guys, again we are having a free mock. So do take this mock, see, I mean, the quality of the mock. If you guys like it, take, I mean, all the other mocks, right? That's all I can say. Let's move to the next part, which is mixtures. Okay. Sir, is this the process, or like to understand you were telling us, sir? Is this the process? I mean, process for what? Like to understand you were telling us, sir. I can't get your question. Failure focuses, I can't get it. I mean, if you can rewrite the question once again, it would be nice. Okay, guys, mixtures. Actually, I am exhausted. Let me take 1 or 2 minute break. Okay. Mixtures. So mixtures, again, it is a part of arithmetic portion for OMATs, right? So mixtures, as we know, basically, I mean, mixtures means, can you tell me how this topic questions are different from CAT exam? So basically, the level of difficulty in OMATs are easy as compared to CAT, right? This you can say, I mean, a significant difference. Problems are quite simple, they are not tough. Okay, coming back to mixtures. So basically, mixtures means what? It means, so there are 2 substances, say A, B, or say 3 substances, A, B, C. The basic idea is to mix A and B in any ratio. Say I have taken 1 kg of A, 2 kg of B, or say 3 kg of B, 5 kg of C, right? So mix A, B and C in any ratio. That is what we call mixtures, right? Mix A, B, C or anything, right? We are just mixing and we are getting the thing, mixtures. Now real life example, you can see sugar, salt, and water, right? I mean, we make drinks in our home, right? I mean, in water we add salt or sugar, then we stir the solution and then we drink, right? Then acid in dilute state, right? I mean, you guys must have read about dilute HCl, dilute H2SO4. So it is also a mixture, right? A mixture of what? Acid plus water. Grapes or watermelon, right? Milk and water combination, right? I mean, milk and water combination, these questions are asked a lot in the exam, that say 10 liters of milk is there, 5 liter of water is added. Now what will happen, like that, right? So basic idea of mixture is, so it is a continuation of the topic of ratio, right? Here we will deal mostly with real life cases. Let's say we are making an alloy. The alloy is having gold this much percent, zinc this much percent, and then we are mixing it, right? This is a basic idea. Let's move to the next question. Okay, yeah, sorry, let's move to the next slide. So concentration of liquid in a mixture. So if n liters mixture of a solution C, if the amount of liquid A is A liters, then the concentration of A in the solution is A by N into 100%. Basically what this means is that, say if we are having n liters of mixture, of a solution C. Now in this n liters of mixture, amount of A is A liters, right? N liters mixture, amount of A is A liter, then what is the concentration in the solution? Concentration in the solution will be this amount of A divided by total volume into 100%. Basically, let's say we are having 100 ml of mixture, say 100 ml of dilute HCl. This is what we are having. In this 100 ml, we are having 20 ml only HCl, right? I mean an acid. Let's not take HCl for those who are not from science background, let's take 100 ml of acid plus water mixture we are having. In this we are having only 20 ml acid and 80 ml water, right? Because if 20 ml acid is there, then what will be the amount of water? 100 minus 20, 80 ml. So what will be the percentage concentration of this acid? Percentage concentration of this acid will basically amount of acid divided by total volume into 100. It is 20%. So percentage concentration is 20%, right? So concentration of A in the solution is A by N into 100%, right? This is the concentration of A in the solution. Okay. Let's move to the next part, which is allegation. Okay, before that, any doubt, guys? Process, I means the answer which you have said in ratios, like the way to understand us are doing this big process, sir, or by any chance can't you tell me good tricks for questions, sir? So I am doing this big processes is, you know, to make you guys understand the topic from the very scratch, right? That is the basic idea. Yeah, I can tell. Okay, so from the next questions, what I will do is that one process will be like I will solve the question from the very basic, from the very scratch, and then again I will tell my thought process. If I was giving the exam, then how, you know, in a short span of time I could have solved the problem, right? That I will surely tell. Okay guys, before starting allegation, I am just coming within 2 minutes. Just 2 minutes, guys. Okay guys, so we were in between mixtures, and wait, let me once open the chat. Yeah, fine. So now we'll study allegation. Now allegation is basically, let's read first allegation rule. So this is used to find the ratio of individual components in a mixture, right? If two components A and B costing rupees X and rupees Y individually are mixed, and the resultant mixture has an average price of rupees Z, then the ratio of A and B in the mixture. So two components A and B. So A is costing rupees X, B is costing rupees Y, and the resultant mixture has an average price of rupees Z. So resultant mixture, it has an average price of rupees Z, X, Y and Z. Then I need to find the ratio of A and B in the mixture. A is to B, ratio in mixture I have to find. Right? So basically, let us say A kg of A has been taken, B kg of B has been taken, right? If A kg of A is taken and B kg of B is taken, so cost of A will be what? Total cost of A will be rupees AX. Similarly, total cost of B will be rupees BY. So what is the overall cost? Overall cost is rupees AX plus BY, right? This is the overall cost. And what will be the overall weight? Overall weight will be A plus B, right? So I can say now resultant cost price. Now resultant cost price will be what? AX plus BY upon A plus B. And this AX plus BY by A plus B, this would be Z, right? AX plus BY divided by A plus B will be Z, or AX plus BY equals to AZ plus BZ, or A into X minus Z equals to B into Z minus Y, or A by B equals to Z minus Y by X minus Z, right? So ratio of A and B in the mixture is Z minus Y by X minus Z, right? But this is a long derivation, right? This is the derivation which I have done. In exam cases, what you guys have to do, you guys have to write A rupees X, B rupees Y, final price we are having rupees Z. The difference X and Z, difference is X minus Z, right? Now remember guys, if we are subtracting this from this, means if Z is coming at the end here, then during this difference Z should come at first, means Z minus Y. So basically the ratios, the weight ratio of A and B will be inverse of the difference ratio. Weight ratio of A and B, this will be inverse of difference ratio. That is what we call allegation rule. Here the difference for A is X minus Z, the difference for B is Z minus Y. So what will be the ratio? Ratio will be Z minus Y is to X minus Z, right? This is the ratio. Okay. And also remember that it is Z here will come first, here will come last. It is not like Z minus Y by Z minus X. This is wrong, right? Okay. So that you need to keep in mind. Okay. Now comes replacement of a solution. Now sometimes guys in questions, in certain exams in questions, what they do is that say we are having 100 ml alcohol plus water solution. The questions are like 10% of the solution, or say 10 ml of the solution is taken and replaced by water, right? And this is being done, say 5-6 times, or say n times. Then we are being asked what is the final amount of alcohol, right? What is the final amount of alcohol? This is what we are being asked. Fine. Now, so let's study this part. Replacement of a solution. So container has A liters of liquid A. So liquid A is A liters, and from this B liters of solution is withdrawn and replaced with an equal amount of another liquid B. Okay. And the operation is repeated for n times. Then after nth operation, final quantity of liquid A in the mixture will be, so basically liquid A has A liters of, there is a solution in which we are having A liters of liquid A, right? Let me draw it. A liters of liquid A. Now from this B liters of liquid is withdrawn. We are picking out B liters of liquid B and replacing, B liters of liquid A we have picked, and we are replacing with B liters of liquid B, right? And this we are doing n times. This is going on. So what it is, the formula is saying that quantity of A after n such operations, the quantity of A will be what? Initial amount of liquid A, which is small a, into 1 minus how much volume is being removed? B volume is being removed. What is the total volume? A. 1 minus B by A to the power n. So I can write A into A minus B by A to the power n, right? This is quantity of A after n such operations. A into A minus B by A to the power n. This is the formula. Okay, this is replacement theory. Do remember the formula, guys. Again, the formula is what? After n such operations, the quantity of the original liquid, will be what? The initial volume of the original liquid into 1 minus how much volume is being replaced divided by what is the initial volume to the power n, where n is the number of times this thing is done. Okay, guys, let's start solving question. Do give a shot to this question, guys. Guys, do like this stream, okay? That's all I can say. Do like this stream. Also do share the stream. One example for replacement question, sir, if you don't mind, means. Yeah, one example is there. We are having in, today's live class, we are having one example. Okay guys, what's up? Do you guys, what is the answer? Nobody has mentioned answer in the chat. Is this question too tough? What's the scene? Yeah, option A. I also think option A is the right answer. When I solved, I think so. Okay, let me solve it. 3 samples of alcohol and water mixture have alcohol to water ratio as, so alcohol to water ratio, it is what, 1 is 2 is to 3, another is 5 is to 3, another is 4 is to 5. A new sample consisting of 1 liter of each sample is prepared. So a new sample is consisting of 1 liter of each sample is prepared. Okay, what is the alcohol to water in the new sample? Okay guys, so alcohol and water mixture, so this is the ratio of what? Alcohol to water. So what will be the ratio of alcohol to total mixture? The ratio would be 2 by 3 plus 2, 5 by 3 plus 5, 4 by 5 plus 4. So it will be 2 by 5, comma 5 by 8, comma 4 by 9, right? So in 1 liter, so suppose in 1 liter of A, what is the ratio of alcohol to total mixture? Alcohol to total mixture ratio is 2 by 5. Means, which means in 1 liter of A, I can tell that we are having 2 by 5 liters of alcohol, since the total is 1, right? Since the total is 1, I can write it is having 2 by 5 liters of alcohol. Where is this pen? Similarly, in 1 liter of B, I can tell we are having 5 by 8 liters of alcohol. Similarly, in 1 liter of C, I can tell we are having 4 by 9 liters of alcohol, right? So I can tell, so what is, so if all 3 liters are mixed, so all of these are mixed, right? So what is the total amount of alcohol? Total amount of alcohol will be 2 by 5 plus 5 by 8 plus 4 by 9. 5, 8, 9, the LCM is, I think it is 360. Yeah. So this is 72 into 2. This will be 45 into 5. This will be 40 into 4. So 72 into 2 is 144, 225, 160 divided by 360. Now 225 and 144, which is 9, 6, 369. 369 and 160, it is 9, 529. So basically we are having 529 by 360. So amount of alcohol is 529 by 360. And what is the total amount of mixture? Total amount of mixture is 3 liters, right? So basically we can tell what is the ratio of alcohol to mixture. So alcohol to mixture ratio will be what? 529 by 360 upon 3, which is 529 by 360 into 3, which is 529 by 1080, right? But in question we are asked what? We are asked alcohol to water ratio. We have found alcohol to total mixture ratio, which means alcohol to water ratio would be what? It would be 529, 1080 minus 529. So it is 529, 135, 551. That's 551, I think. right? Let me check once. 1080 minus 529. Yeah. So the alcohol to water ratio in the sample we are getting 529 is to 551. So it is option A, 529 is to 551. Right? Option A is the correct answer. Any doubt, guys? Do mention in the chat. Yeah, Rita Brato has, you have told the right answer, option A. Any doubt, guys? Please tell. Guys, please like this stream and do share, right? Any of your friends or anyone just who want to prepare for SNAP and OMETs, like, do share this stream. And again, do like this stream. Your likes and support, means a lot to us. Any doubt, guys? Please tell, or we can move to the next question. Where are you posting questions? You can see in your screen, right? I mean, in YouTube, you can see, right? Mr. Murari Kumar Jha. Any doubt, guys? Or shall we move? Please tell. Okay, let's move to the next question. Give a shot, guys, to this question. So guys, have you got this question right or not? If yes, please mention in the chat your answer. Please move. Where shall I move, Mr. SG? Okay, guys, let's solve this question. Anyone has got any answer? Please write your answer in the chat if you have got it. Okay, no one is writing the answer. Oh my god. Okay, it's fine. Let's solve the question. So let's read this. A container contains milk and water in the ratio 2:3 respectively. Okay, a certain quantity from the container is taken out and an equal quantity of water is added into the container. Okay, equal quantity of water is added into the container. Fine. If the remaining quantity of the solution in the container is 6 times the quantity removed from the container, okay, then the quantity of water removed from the container is what percent of the quantity of milk initially. Fine. So it is given milk is to water ratio is what? 2:3. So let's say amount of milk be 2x, amount of water be 3x, where common variable is x, right? Now a certain quantity from the container is taken out and an equal quantity of water is added into the container. Now let's say y liter of quantity be taken out and it is replaced by equal quantity of water, means it is replaced by y liters of water plus y liters of water. Fine. Now if the remaining quantity of the solution in the container, now if you are doing, initially it was 2x and 3x, so initially total volume was 2x plus 3x equal to 5x. Now after this replacement, means after taking y liters and adding y liters, how much is the total volume? Total volume is 5x liters. 5x liter of milk plus water. Right? Okay. So the remaining quantity is basically 5x. This is given as 6 times the quantity removed from the container. So it is given 5x equals to 6 times the quantity removed from the container. What is the quantity removed from the container? It is y liters. So 5x equal to 6y, or y equals to 5x by 6, right? So y equals to 5x by 6. So now the quantity of water removed. Now I see y liters of water has been removed. I mean y liters of the quantity was removed. Y liters means 5x by 6 liter quantity was removed. So how much water is removed? Water removed will be 5x by 6 into, what is the water to total ratio? It is 3 by 5, 3 by 3 plus 2. So 5x by 6 into 3 by 5, which is x by 2. So water removed is x by 2. What percent of the quantity of milk present initially? Milk present initially is 2x. So basically we have to find x by 2 divided by 2x. This multiplied by 100%, which is 1 by 4 into 100%, which is 25%. So the correct answer is 25%. And the correct answer is option C, 25%. So no one has mentioned the answer. So I don't think any of you are solving the question. Okay guys, plus do like the stream guys. That's all we can say, whoever is watching. If you have not liked, please like. And, okay guys, any doubt, any query regarding this question or regarding your prep, please tell, or else we can move ahead to the next question. Anyone with any doubt and all? I am getting y as 5x by 7. How are you getting y as 5x by 7, Mr. SG? I got y as 5x by 6, right? 2 plus 3 is 5 and it is given 6 times. Remaining quantity of the solution in the container is 6 times the quantity removed. Please continue. Okay. Okay, quantity of water at the end. See guys, what is quantity of water at the end? So see, y liter of the mixture was removed, right? Now it is given, now in this quantity removed, what is the ratio of milk and water? 2:3 only, right? It will maintain this ratio only. So if total quantity 5x by 6 liter is removed, in which milk is to water is 2:3. So how much water is being removed? Water removed will be 5x by 6 into 3 by 5, right? Because water is to total quantity would be 3 by 5, right? So 5x by 6 into 3 by 5, which is x by 2. So water removed is x by 2 and initial quantity of water is 2x. Initial quantity of milk is 2x. So that's how we are getting 25%. Is it clear, Satvik? Quantity of water at the end. What should I do to solve this question myself? Keep practicing. That's all I can say. And keep watching our live streams. That will help you a lot. And also do like the stream. Right, that's what I can say. Weightage of modern maths in SNAP. Is weightage of modern maths is more than in SNAP than CAT? No, modern maths I don't think in SNAP they ask a lot. I mean, weightage is more in CAT. Is this CAT level question? No. This is pretty basic, I feel. This is, you can tell, I mean, NMAT level question or NMAT to CAT. I mean, not NMAT also. I mean, quite above NMAT and quite below CAT. In between, you can tell. Can you reiterate the first part, please? Yes, sure. So guys, it was given milk water ratio is 2:3. So milk we are taking as 2x, water amount we are taking as 3x. X is the common variable. Now it is being given y liter of the quantity is being taken out and it is replaced with y liters of water. So after this minus y and again plus y, what will be the volume of the mixture? The volume will remain 5x liter, right? It won't change. And this 5x is given as 6y, 6 times the quantity removed. Quantity removed is y, so 5x equal to 6y. I hope it is clear, guys. Let's move to the next question. Yeah. Do give a shot to this question. Okay guys, anyone up with the answer? You can write in the chat. Option A, Satvik. Okay, let's see. Let's solve this question. Oh, it is too tiring, man. Chalo, let's solve this question. In a mixture, the ratio of milk and water is 5:3 respectively. Okay. 12.5% of the mixture is taken out and 40 liters of the milk is poured into the remaining mixture. The new ratio between milk and water is 9:5 respectively. Find out the initial quantity of the mixture. Fine. So we can see milk is to water is 5:3. So I can tell milk amount as 5x, water amount as 3x. 5x liter, 3x liter. Now it is given 12.5% of the mixture is taken out and 40 liters of the milk is poured into the remaining mixture. So what is the total mixture volume? Total mixture volume is 5x plus 3x, which is 8x liter. Now 12.5% of the mixture is taken out. So 8x into 12.5% means 1 by 8. So 8x into 1 minus 1 by 8, which means the remaining mixture volume will be 7x liters. So out of this mixture I have taken minus x liters, right? 8x is the total volume. 12.5% means 1 by 8. So 1 by 8 of 8x is x liter. I have taken x liter, so I am remaining with 7x liter and 40 liters of milk is poured into the remaining mixture. So along with this 40 liters of milk is poured. Okay. The ratio between new milk and water is 9:5. Okay. Now here is the tricky part. See guys, milk is to water. Milk amount was initially 5x. Water amount was initially 3x. I am taking out minus x liters, which means now in this x liters I have taken out. The ratio of milk and water will remain 5:3 only. It will remain as 5:3. So if milk is 5x, water is 3x, so what will be this? This will be minus, how much milk has been taken out? Amount of milk taken out would be 5 by 5 plus 3x. Amount of water taken out would be 3 by 5 plus 3x. So it is 5x minus 5 by 8x and it is 3x minus 3 by 8x, right? And it is given 40 liters of milk is poured into the remaining mixture, which means along with this we are adding 40 liters of milk, right, into the remaining mixture. So the new ratio of milk and water will be 9:5, which means 5x minus 5 by 8x plus 14. This divided by water, 3x minus 3x by 8. This ratio is given as 9:5. Okay. I can take 8 as LCM. So 40x minus 5x plus 14 into 8 by 8. 24x minus 3x equals to 9 by 5. 8 I can cancel. So 35x, 14 8 is 112 divided by 21x equals to 9 by 5. I can cancel with 7 if you guys see. 7 into 5x plus 16, right? 16 7 is 112. This is 7 into 3x. This is 9 by 5. So what we are getting is that 5 into 5x plus 16 equals to 9 into 3x. or 25x plus 80 equals to 27x, or 2x equals to 80, or we can tell x will be 80 by 2 equals to 40. X is 40 liters, right? Now if x is 40 liters, we need to find the initial quantity of mixture. So initial quantity of mixture will be 5x plus 3x, 8x. Now x is 40 liters, so it will be 8 into 40, which is 320 liters. Option A is the correct answer. Any doubt, guys? Please tell, or we can move to the next question. Yeah, option A is the correct answer. Correct. Silly mistake ruined my answer. Okay, I mean, silly mistakes happen due to lack of focus. So try to build your focus. That's all I can say. Yeah, try to do. I mean, see, when you're solving a problem, your full focus should be on that question only. If your full focus is there, then obviously you won't make any silly mistake. Okay, how would you solve this in an exam scenario? Okay, good question. So in an exam scenario, to be honest, I would have done like, I would have taken, instead of 5x, 3x, I would have taken, say, 50 and 30. 50x, 30x. So it would have been 80x. We are removing 10x. No, that also would have been, in exams, to be honest, the approach would have been this only, if you ask me. It's not that something other can be done, because see, this is, we have to remove, then we have to add 14 liters, then the new ratio is being told. So this is, I think, the approach. How to build focus? Focus you can do, yoga, meditation. If you are having lack of focus and all, yoga, meditation, try to stare at the computer screen for a long time, with having only focus, right? That's all practice you can do. Yeah, 40x and 24x also you could have done. See, it depends, right? 40x, 24x, then you would have got 8 ka factor, and after that 40 liters. Yeah, your choice. But essentially, then what would have happened? Then your x value, would have been 5, right? Because 40x plus 24x, total value is 64x. So then x would have come as 5. So 64 into 5 is 320. So yeah, essentially there won't be any much difference, to be honest. Okay. Next question, guys. Try to solve this question. How many quant questions I do daily? See, I don't have any such fixed number, but on an average, you can tell in a week. In a week, I give 2 mocks. So 2 mocks, 44 quant. Let's say some other tests and all, and taking your live classes and also. In a week, you can tell I do around 100 to 120. That would be my range. Okay, guys, do like the stream, right? That's all. Humble request from our side. Do like this stream. Okay, so it is given in an oil tank 14% of oil is taken out and replace the same quantity with water. Again 14% of mixture is taken out and replace the same quantity with water. So if a total of 651 liters of oil is taken out, okay, find out the initial quantity of oil in the tank. Now oil tank, let's say initial quantity be x liters. Now guys, we have learned this replacement theory, right? Here we have learned what is the formula, that total quantity of liquid in the container is A minus B by A to the power n into A. So let's try to understand. It is when 14% of oil is taken out and replaced with the same quantity, and this is done again, right? So it is done 2 times. So 2 times what is happening, 14% of oil is taken out, right? So oil tank, it is x liter and it is given 14% of oil is taken out. So x into, okay, so if it is 14% of oil is taken out, so after this replacement, what will be the amount of oil? Amount of oil will be x into 1 minus 14 by 100 whole square. This will be amount of oil, right? So x into 1 minus 0.14 whole square, which is x into 0.86 square. This is the amount of oil after this replacement. Initially it was x liter, finally it became x into 0.86 square. So what is the amount of oil taken out? Amount of oil taken out would be x minus x into 0.86 square, right? And this is given as 651, or x into 1 minus 0.86 square is 651, or x equals to 651 by 1 minus 0.86 square. So 0.86 into 0.86, this is 0.7396 minus 1, which is 0.2604. So 651 by 0.2604, which is 2500. So it is 2500 liters, right guys? So the final initial quantity of oil in the tank is 2500 liters. So option B is the correct answer. Okay guys, any doubt? Please do tell. Okay, SNAP exam is not having calculator. Okay guys, so this trick I can tell you. So calculator is not there, right? So what you can do is 651 है ना, you can see 1 square minus 0.86 square. This is a square minus b square, right? So it is 651 divided by 1 minus 0.86 into 1 plus 0.86, which is 651 divided by 0.14 into 1.86. Now I can multiply by 100 and remove this. So it is 651 into 100 into 100 divided by 14 into 186. Right? Now 651 and 14. it will go with 7, 7, it will go 9, 93, it is 2. Then again I can cancel with 2. Yeah, 2 to 4, 425. So it is 2500. So like this way, using normal algebraic formulas also you can do, right? I hope you guys like this, the way to solve without using calculator. Is it okay, guys? Yeah, someone please mention in the chat yes or no, so that we can move to the next topic. Chalo, fine. Rita Brata is telling yes, yes sir, thank you. Okay, okay, fine, fine, fine. Okay, guys, so next we will be having averages. I think that is the last topic of the day. Okay, guys, I'm coming within 2 minutes. Just wait. Yeah. Okay, guys, so let's start. Averages, it will be our next topic. 1 second, let me open the chat. Yeah. Let's start. Okay, we are having one more question. Sorry. In mixtures, we had one more question. My bad. Mixtures, we had one more question. My bad. Please post your answers in the chat, guys. Whoever is watching, if you are solving this question, please post the answers. Also, do like the stream, right? That humble request. And in case of any doubts and all, please do write your doubts. Okay. Let's see, guys. In a mixture, the ratio between quantity of milk and water is 11:7 respectively. If y and y plus 20 liters of milk and water is poured into the mixture, the quantity of milk will be 50% more than the quantity of water. Find out the value of y if the difference between the initial quantity of milk and water is 420 liters. Okay. So in a mixture, the ratio between quantity of milk and water is 11:7. So milk and water, 11:7 is the ratio. Let's say amount of milk be 11x, amount of water be 7x, where x is the common variable. Now y and y plus 20 liters of milk and water is poured into the mixture. So milk and water, 11x, 7x. So y liters of milk is poured and y plus 20 liters of water is poured, right? Now the quantity of milk will be 50% more than the quantity of water, which means 11x plus y, it is 7x plus y plus 20 into 1 plus 50 by 100, or 11x plus y, 7x plus y plus 20 into 1.5. 11x plus y equal to 7 into 1.5 is 10.5x, 1.5y, 20 into 1.5 is 30. Okay. 11x minus 10.5x is 0.5x. 1.5y minus y is 0.5y. It is, sorry, plus 80. My bad. Plus 80. Or 0.5x minus 0.5y equals to 80. Or x minus y by 2 equal to 80. Or x minus y equal to 160. So x minus y is 160 and it is given the difference between initial quantity of milk and water is 420 liters. Means 11x minus 7x. 11x minus 7x equals to 420 liters, or 4x equal to 420, or x equals to 420 by 4, which is 105 liters. So if x is 105 liters, okay, find out the value between, I think some, okay, this is 30, sorry, my bad, it's 30 hai. I took it as 80. It was 30, this is 30 actually, guys. This will be 60. Yeah. 30, 60. So x minus y is 60. X is 105 liters. X minus y is 60. So what will be y? Y will be 105 minus 60 liters. It is 45 liters. So the value of y is 45 liters. So correct answer is option E, none of the above. Right, guys? Yeah, Niharika is y equal to 45. Yeah, 14% is removed, which has water also. What are you telling, Mr. SG? Where is 14% given? Y equals to 45, guys. So previous question will be taking. Yeah, if 14% is taken, see, it is fine, right? That's why we are using the formula. It is okay. Okay, guys, any doubts in this question or till now? Any doubts, or we can move to the next part if you guys want. Chalo, guys. Anyone having any doubt? Guys, do like this stream. Chalo, let's move to the next part. Okay, before moving to the next part, so we are having Cracku has recently launched NMAT 2025 crash course. So this crash course includes 100 plus concept videos. It is having mock test, 200 plus topic test, and daily schedule, right? You will get a daily schedule as similar to that you have got in CAT, right? So if you want to crack NMAT this year only, do take a look. In this course, it will be taken by Sally ma'am. She is a 297 score in NMAT 2024, which is a very good NMAT score. Yeah, guys. So please do see, and contact number is also given, right? So NMAT, if you want to clear, do purchase Cracku NMAT course. Okay, let's move to the next topic, average. Average is something I feel you guys, most of the Indians, they are aware of this word average, right? Average lifestyle, average marks. So average, as an Indian, this term average is very common in our lives. Average lifestyle, average job, average marks, right? Average girlfriend. Okay. So but in mathematics, what is average? In mathematics, average is basically, the actual definition of average is sum of observations upon number of observations. So basically, we will be given, n observations, or anything, but let's take, we are given n observations, x1, x2, x3, like this. N observations are given. Average means one single value which will represent this data set. Represent this data set in the sense, let's say in a class we are having 5 students, they are giving a test of maths. When I am telling the average is 90, means I can assume the class is a good class, right? Average is 90, the average is very high. But if I say the average is say 40, which means I can assume that the students studying in the class, they might not be that sharp, right? So you need to understand, average is something, a single value which will define our data set, right? So average will be what? X1 plus x2 plus xn divided by n. Sum of observations by number of observations. Now in CAT, OMETs, in MBA entrance, basically average, they also tell it as arithmetic mean, right? Or say mean, simply mean. So if there are two numbers a and b, what will be the average? Average will be a plus b by 2. If there are three numbers a, b, c, what will be the average? Sum a plus b plus c divided by number of observations, 3, right? And Another term is also there. Another term is known as weighted average. Let's learn this also. What is the meaning of weighted average? Weighted average means basically, guys, suppose if there are observations like x1, x2, x3, x4, like this xn. So x1 is having weight w1, x2 is having weight w2, x3 is having weight w4 or w3. Let's say xn is having weight wn. Weight means what? I mean, we are giving a certain value. For example, the best example of weighted average is B school selection criteria. Now, B school selection criteria, let's consider the criteria of FMS. FMS gives 50% to CAT score, right? 5% or 10%, I don't remember. Let's say 5. Let us take 10%. 10% to class 12 score. 10% to WOCX, right? So it is giving weights. CAT score, it is giving a weight of 50%, means 0.5. 12 score, it is giving a weight of 10%, means 0.1. WORKX, it is giving a weight of 10%, means 0.1. So like this, a weight is being given. This parameter, this x1 is given a weight w1. This x2 is given a weight w2, 10%, 20%, anything. Right? So in this case, what is weighted average? Weighted average is basically multiplication of the weights with the values. Means w1 x1 plus w2 x2, like this, wn xn, divided by sum of weights, w1 plus w2 plus wn. And this sum of weights is equal to what? It is equal to 1. I mean, usually sum of weights is equal to 1. So I can write w1 x1 plus w2 x2 plus wn xn. This is the meaning of weighted average. Okay. Okay, guys. Yeah, we are up with a question. Try to solve this question, guys. In the meantime, if you're having any doubts and all, please ask. Guys, please like the stream. Whoever is watching, please like it. Also, anyone having any doubt, please ask. Any doubts, any queries, anything you're having. Okay, guys, what's the answer? Anyone? Nobody has solved this question, or what? 10 people are watching it. 6 are watching it, man. Oh my god. Anyone, guys? Have you guys solved? Any answer? Two minutes. Right. Acha, 2 minutes. Okay, Niharika, you solve. In the meantime, let me solve also. Chalo. Let's read. In a class, the number of girls is 14 less than the number of boys. Okay. Average weight of the class is 68 kg. Okay. Average weight of the boys is 10.8 kg more than the average weight of the girls in class. Find out the total number of students in the class if the average weight of the girls is 6.8 kg less than the average weight of the whole class. Fine. Okay. Let's take average weight of whole class. Let's say this be x kg. Okay. If average weight of whole class, if it is x kg, we are having boys and we are having girls. For girls, it is 6.8 less than the average weight of the whole class, means it is x minus 6.8. And for boys, it is 10.8 more, means 10.8 plus x minus 6.8, which is x plus 4. So x plus 4 kg boys, x minus 6.8 kg is the average weight of girls, x kg is the average weight of the whole class. And number of girls is 14 less than the number of boys. So number of boys, let this be n. Number of girls is 14 less, means n minus 14. And it is given the average weight of the class is 68 kg, which means, so boys, they are having average weight of x plus 4 kg and there are n boys. So what is the total weight? Total weight would be n into x plus 4. The reason being, average is what? Average is total divided by the number of observations. So total weight will be number of observations into average. So n into x plus 4. Girls, it is x minus 6.8 kg and it is n minus 14 girls. Okay. So what will be the weight of girls? N minus 14 into x minus 6.8. Right? Fine. So the average weight of the whole class, we can add this. So n into x plus 4 plus n minus 14 into x minus 6.8 divided by total number of students are what? N plus n minus 14. This is equal to the average weight of the class, which is x. Let's solve this. Nx plus 4n plus nx minus 6.8n minus 14x plus 14 into 6.8 equals to x into 2n minus 14, which is 2nx minus 14x. Nx, nx, 2nx, 4n, and we are having minus 6.8n, so it is minus 2.8n, and we are having minus 14x plus 14 into 6.8. 2nx minus 14x we can cancel. So what we are getting is that 14 into 6.8 equals to 2.8n. N equals to 14 into 6.8 divided by 2.8. 14 into 68 divided by 28. So n equals to 34. Now if n equals to 34, so boys we are having 34, girls we are having 34 minus 14, which is 20. So what is the total number of students? Total number of students is 34 plus 20, which is 54. Option E is the correct answer. Yeah, Ritabrata has written it right. Option E. So dash cats are a level higher than actual cat, to be honest. I feel in dash cat a good score is 100. I mean, if you are scoring in 90 to 100 in that range, I feel, I mean, you are doing well in your prep. I mean, your prep is going good. That I can say. Okay, guys, any doubt? Any query? Anything you're having? Any issues with this in this question or anything? Okay, cool guys. Let's move to the next question then. Try to solve this question. What is a good score in dash so that a person has a chance on 100% detail? Yeah, I mean, I have told, if you're scoring 90 to 100, then you can sure that in CAT you can easily ace 99%. That is for sure. How to mark and attempt the questions? I mean, you can just write the answer in the chat. That's all you can do. If you are unable to mark the answer in link Kashvi, then you can just write it in the chat. Okay guys, do like the stream. That's all I can say. Please do like the stream. Acha, anyone answer of this question? Anyone? Or it's like only I have to, get the answer? Anyone have solved this question, have got the right answer? Anything? Okay, quite a good response. See, Darshit, what I'm telling is that if you're scoring 90 to 100 means you're in the safe zone. Means it is for sure that you are going to do well in CAT. Means you can expect a percentile of 99.5 also, I mean, in your bad day. That is what I'm trying to say. If you are scoring, say, 70s, 80s, I mean, that is also good. So don't take, but 90 to 100 is, pretty good score. Okay, so no one has come with an answer. I think it's me only who have to solve the problem. Okay. Let's solve. The average weight of a certain number of men is X kg. Okay. 4 men of equal weight left the group and hence the average weight is now decreased by 1.5 kg. Okay. The initial average weight of the group of men is 9 kg less than the weight of each person who left the group. Find the initial men in the group. Okay. So initial number of men. Let they be n. Now we are having average weight of a certain number of men is x kg. Okay. 4 men of equal weight. Now this n, the average weight is x kg. Now 4 men left the group and hence the average weight is now decreased by 1.5 kg. 4 men of equal weight. Let's say the equal weight be a kg. Now guys, understand this. N men had x kg average weight, out of which 4 men left having a kg weight. Okay. Cause of this, average weight decreased by 1 kg. Means I can say remaining n minus 4 men, they are having average weight of x minus 1.5 kg. X was the initial average weight, decreased by 1.5 kg, right? If the initial average weight of the group of men is 9 kg less than the weight of each person who left the group. So initial average weight is x, each person left the group is a weight. So it is given x equals to a minus 9. X equals to a minus 9. If x equals to a minus 9, or I can write a equals to 9 plus x. So this a will be 9 plus x. So basically n men had average weight of x, 4 men are having average weight of 9 plus x, and n minus 4 men are having average weight of x minus 1.5. So overall I can say total weight here will be what? N into x, because total is, we know, average into number of observations. Nx equals to x plus 9 into n minus 4 plus n minus 4 into x minus 1.5, or nx equals to nx minus 4x plus 9n minus 36 plus nx minus 1.5n minus 4x plus 6. Nx we can cancel. Okay, what we have been told? Okay, x equals to a minus initial number of men in the group. So what we are having? We are having is it okay? 4 है, 4 into. Okay, sorry, I made a mistake. This would be 4. This I've written n minus 4. This is 4 actually, guys. My bad. है ना? This would be 4. 9 plus x into 4. 9 plus x should multiply it with 4. Yeah. Let me rewrite this again. So nx equals to 4x plus 36 plus nx minus 1.5n minus 4x plus 6. So nx we can cancel, 4x we can cancel. So what we are getting is 1.5n equals to 42, or n equals to 42 by 1.5. 42 by 3 by 2. So n equals to 42 into 2 by 3. This is 14. 14 2s is 28. So the initial number of men in the group is 28. Option D is the correct answer. Okay, guys. Option D is right. Yeah. Okay, x plus 9 into 4, around 35. So sectionals are going good, but full length mock score is coming low. It is fine, right? If your sectionals are going good, means you are good with the concepts. If your scores are Decreasing in mock, the reason can be you are lacking stamina, because mock is of 2 hours, right? So it might happen. So I mean, after reading VRC, then solving DILR, when you're reaching quants, at that time you are lacking stamina, so you can't solve the questions. Stamina can be an issue, but if your sectionals are going good, then be sure that your mocks will also go good, right? It's fine. Yeah, 28 is the right answer. Anyone having any doubt, guys? Any doubt, any query, any issue? Or shall we move to the next question? Please type in the chat. Also do like the stream. Okay, Darshit, Mr. Darshit is saying yes. So yeah, let's move to the next question. Please tell about DLR prep strategy. How many sets, which topics? I am doing 1.5 sets in sectional, around 15 marks. Okay. So let's see, Mr. SG or Miss SG, I don't know. So the thing in DLR is that, see, try to solve, variety of sets, right? Say, matrix based sets, table based sets, arrangement sets. So try to make yourself, comfortable with a variety of sets. This should be your first thing. Second thing is, when you're giving a mock, in DILR, the most important thing is your order of attempt. Because in DILR, it is very important to know that which sets you have to do, which sets you have to leave. It is not possible for anyone to solve all, LRDS sets. It might be possible, but in a normal scenario, say if 5 sets are given, the ideal case is that you solve at least 3 sets with full accuracy. So what I would suggest is that first, brush up your concept. Second, focused on the order of attempt, that which set you have to solve at first, then which set, then again which set, right? So like this you make a order. This you can make in your first 3 to 4 minutes, right? When the mock starts, then in the first 3 to 4 minutes of the DLR section, you please figure out that what you have to do, what you don't have to do, and then accordingly you attempt. Okay, A35 is the answer. Anyone else? Any answers? Okay, cool, guys. Very difficult one. This is a very difficult question. Okay, let's see how difficult is it. Niharika, you are telling E. None of the above. Oh my god. Let's see. There are 6 numbers and the average of the first 4 numbers is equal to 35. So 6 numbers: A, B, C, D, E, F. Clear? Average of the first 4 numbers is equal to 35. First 4 numbers. So A plus B plus C plus D by 4. It is equal to 35. Or A plus B plus C plus D equals to 35 into 4, which is 140. Average of the last four numbers is 40. Last four numbers C, D, E, F. C plus D plus E plus F divided by 4 equals to 40, or C plus D plus E plus F equals to 160. Fine. Average of the first and the sixth number is 45, means A plus F by 2 equals to 45, or A plus F equals to 90. And second and fifth number is 55. Second and fifth number average is 55. So B plus E by 2 is 55, or B plus E equals to 110. So the average of the first, third, fourth and sixth number. Now adding 1 and 2. Adding 1 and 2, comma, A plus B plus C plus D plus C plus D plus E plus F. This is 160 plus 140, which is 300. Now we are seeing C plus D is coming twice. So twice of C plus D plus A plus F. Okay. And B plus E. Okay. This is 300. Twice of C plus D. A plus F is 90. B plus E is 110. This is 300. So 2 into C plus D plus 200 equal to 300, or 2 into C plus D equal to 300 minus 200 will be 100, or C plus D equal to 100 by 2, which is 50. C plus D is 50. Average of the first, third, fourth and sixth number. So first, third, fourth and sixth number means A plus C plus D plus F by 4. A plus F is 90. C plus D is 50 by 4. 90 plus 50 is 140. 140 by 4 is 35. So the correct answer is option A, 35. Any questions, guys? Any issues? Any doubts? Did you guys understand the problem? Solution? Yes or no, please mention in the chat, so that I can understand that you have understand. Easy, yeah. That should be the attitude. Darshit, Niharika. Okay, Niharika, I hope you have realized your mistake. First you told option will be E, I think. I don't know, in one question you told. Okay, chalo. Okay, guys. So let's move to the next question and the final question of the day. Yeah. This is the final question of the day. After that, we can end our session. Okay. 186 is the answer. Okay. Mr. Atulit is telling. ठीक है, anyone? Any other answer? Anyone? ठीक है, fine. Let's solve this question. A certain number of students have attended an examination. There was an error in the key which affected the marks of 96 students, whose average marks decreased from 84 to 72. Okay. And the average marks of the remaining students increased by 3.5. Okay. The average marks of the total students decreased by 4.5. What is the total number of students that attended the examination? I will tell you guys a shortcut method. How to solve this question in only one line. Let's understand. Let's say here 96 students are given and remaining students. Let's say these remaining students. Let's say these remaining students be n. So total number of students, how much it is? Total number of students is 96 plus n. Now guys, observe. For 96 students, average marks decrease from 84 to 72. Means 84 minus 72 is how much? 12. So for 96 students, there is a decrease in 12. Right? For n students, for these n students, there is an increase in 3.5. For these n students, there is an increase in 3.5. And overall, what is happening? Overall picture is that average marks of the total students decreased by 4.5. Total number of students is 96 plus n. So for them, average marks is decreasing by 4.5. Which means here total decrease is how much? Total decrease here is minus 96 into 12. Here total increase is how much? Plus n into 3.5. Here what is happening? Minus 4.5 into 96 plus n. Just one line equation. Minus 96 into 12 plus n into 3.5 minus 4.5 into 96 minus 4.5n. This I can take together. So n into 3.5 plus 4.5 equals to 96 into 12 minus 96 into 4.5. Or 8n equals to 96 into 12 minus 4.5. 8n equals to 96 into 7.5. Or n equals to 96 into 7.5 by 8, which is 12. 12 into 7.5, guys. So 12 into 7.5, we can write it 12 into 7 plus 0.5. 12 7 is 84. 12 into 0.5 is 6. So 84 plus 6, 90. So n equals to 90, which means total number of students is 96 plus n. Correct answer will be 186. Option C. So guys, did you understand this question? Did you like this method? Any issues, any queries? Any doubts? Anything? Okay, hard one, but I think my method has made it easy. Clear? Chalo, fine. No, this is not above cat level. Yeah, this is at par with cat, you can tell. Might not be with OMET se thoda upar hai, but at par with cat. Yeah, sure. I will do a marathon for OMET 1 week for sure. Let us first cover the concepts, right? Then we will do, marathons. Okay, guys. So that was all for today. Hope you liked the first part of arithmetic in omits, right? First part today we have learned about percentages, ratio, proportion, mixture, and averages. In the next part, profit loss, simple interest, compound interest, time, speed, distance, time and work, these topics will get covered. So hope you guys enjoyed today's session. So every weekend there will be a CAT live stream and one OMET live stream, right? So do watch the OMET live streams. Do watch both the streams. And if you're specifically preparing for NMAT or SNAP, then do like and do watch the Cracku OMET live streams. Okay, every week. Chalo guys, let's end this session.